Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and if this is your very first time of seeing any of my video, thank you very much, and please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and also share my videos to those who would find it beneficial too. You never know, you can be saving a life of someone. All right. I want to talk about. I think in one of my videos, I mentioned. I talked about possible visa interview questions, and this is where, like, based on my experience and the ones I could remember, and I shared that. Of course, I tried to share how to the possible questions and how to answer, like give you like a more generic view, so you can also tailor it to your own circumstances. But today, I actually want to talk about three mistakes you should not make when you are going for your visa interview. I'm not going to waste much time on this. So the first one is dress formally. Dress formally. Don't ever dress casually to a visa appointment. You know, I'm not judging people, of course, and I don't judge people. But the day I went for my own visa interview, I was an applicant, but I saw these people and I'm like, no, it's not really nice. I feel that it will be so very disheartening that after the whole stress that you've gone through, for those people, maybe for many applicants, they are paying students, for example, they've struggled so much, they've paid, spent so much money. In fact, irrespective of the type of visa you're applying for, maybe for study, for tourism, for work, all this requires efforts and maybe money. And even if you're not a paying student, maybe you have a fully funded scholarship, it means that you you applied your brain, like you went extra mile, you read, you prepared for you to have qualified for that scholarship. So it also did not come cheap. It didn't come easy like that. So how come the day you're supposed to get the visa, like the legal stamp that would authorize you to go to that country legally, and then you mess it up? So I feel it's not appropriate. So I know sometimes, maybe depending on the region where you live, you may not really have enough money, or stuff like that. But I just feel like whatever that is worth doing at all is what's doing well. In this situation, you can, even if it's to borrow an outfit, do that, or borrow money to go buy something formal. See, dressing good and formal does not have to be very expensive. You can actually buy, like, cheap clothing, but I don't know, just put them in a very nice way and they come out good. Many people actually wear like very cheap clothing, but because they take very good care of it, you wouldn't even know. So dress formally, please. Dress formally. You could just wear, for guys, you could wear like a shirt. You can also wear a tie if you want to. If you have a suit, wear it. It doesn't cost you anything. Just for you to be. It's these people are the representative of their country, of like their president. If you are to meet with the president of a country, I'm very sure you're not going to just put on flip flop, put on like a pair of jeans and some random shirts and then move. In as much as like there is no like street dress code, but dress appropriately, dress for every occasion. Every occasion has a dress code. So I feel if you're going for something that's formal, you should just dress formally. So dress the way you want to be addressed, dress the way you want to be approached, because coming in for the very first time, your appearance speaks a lot about you. And trust me, many of these visa officers, they've already formed an opinion. This is what I read on Quora. Many of these ex-visa officers, they always say this in, like, if you are coming to meet them and they just look at you at the way you're dressed, they already have an opinion about you already. And trust me, when somebody has have a negative opinion about you, trust me, you have to do so much in order to convince them. And that is why sometimes you see people like have like inherited hatred for people because maybe what they've heard about you, maybe they already have like a preconceived mindset about you. It only takes so much effort when they now listen to you, like, okay, maybe I was wrong. But what if they do not even have that time? Because typically, sometimes some visa interview, it's like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, some 20 minutes, some 30 minutes. It all depends. What if you don't have so much time? For mine, it lasted less than 5 minutes, and I was done out of the hall, and I left. So what if that is the only time I had? What impression do I want to create? So please dress formally. It doesn't cost you anything. Even if you're not a formal dressing type of dude or a girl, just for that sake, just dress formally. You're not gonna die. Nothing will happen to you. Just dress formally, please. So avoid flip flop and just wear a shoe, you know, clean it up, wear iron your clothes, and then just move. When you're done, if you feel so uncomfortable about it, that once you're done, just go out, pull it off, and wear something that you're comfortable with. So that's number one. I think it's the very most important thing. And then number two is never lie to a visa officer. Never, ever, ever lie to a visa officer. Rather, say everything truthfully and be confident about it. Don't be overly confident. Be confident and formal. So never lie to a visa officer. This is like the very also an important thing. Don't lie about anything. Don't lie about anything. I think in one of these, if I can remember very well, one of the ex-visa officers says that it says something that they have not seen. How did she put it? I think she said they have not seen a they have not seen a bad visa candidate. Yeah, somehow I'm sorry, like it skipped my head, but what I think the person, I can't actually remember the exact word the person used. The person, sometimes they know that you're lying, or sometimes they know that this thing may actually not be that, but they just still let you go. Why? I've seen where people were honest, they did everything, and yet they denied them visa. Yes, I have seen that. I have seen where people have so much money, and it is true, but maybe because they failed to actually address it properly. So in that situation, there is no assumption. So just be truthful about everything. Just be truthful, because when you try to lie, they would always ask you one question that would probably trying to expose that, and then you contradict yourself. And once you tell a lie, you always want to use a lie to cover up. So it's always, at the end of the day, it's always very complicated and stressful. So always speak the truth. Like I always say, like I've always heard they say that, I think it's Judge Judy, that if you don't have to have a good memory if you're telling the truth. So you don't have to have a good memory if you're telling the truth. So that's that. And then the third one, and which is the final one, please and please go in with the right documents. Make sure you have all your documents complete, because there is nothing that frustrates these people, because they take out the time to put it most times on the websites. I've never seen an embassy or a particular country embassy where you can apply visa from that they will not put the requirements that you need. Please go through them, make a checklist. This is what I did. I made a checklist, and then when I was getting all those things, I was ticking them out. I was ticking them out until I was able to complete everything. And then when you go there, there are ways also you have to arrange it. Usually, when you are going for the first time, especially if you have never been there before, because you may probably not know how to arrange your documents, through the website, the way they have arranged it, just arrange your document like that. And then when you get to the venue and maybe there are like instruction on how everybody should arrange their documents, please do the same thing and then take it there. And most times what I would tell you is that sometimes you may even have in possession more documents than you would see there. add those ones. So after you have arranged it the normal way, the extra, just leave it at the back. This is what I did because I was really shocked. I think I really need to share my story about my visa application and journey because the day I got there, I went with SOP for sure. I read this, I've known about this. So when I got there, there are ways of how to arrange your documents. Of course, SOP was not part of what the documents you should submit. And so many people went with a lot of documents. I saw so many people just arranged only that and went in with just those documents. For me, I wasn't comfortable. So when I did mine, it was outside, a lot of people were there, and they were probably looking at me like this dude is just being extra because after I had like a very huge size of documents because I brought all the documents because again it's understandable because I was coming from Lagos and the embassy was in Abuja. This like about over like the 300 and something kilometers or so or more. 350 to 400 kilometers. So it's really like a very far place, if not more. So it's really like a very far place, and I can't, and transportation is quite expensive. So I just had to go with everything. It's rather for me to go with more documents than to go with less documents. And then when I think there were about 8 or 9 of documents that they requested, and I still had a lot of documents. All I just did is that I just added the rest at the back and then went to present it. When I got there, I just gave the visa officer, she chose what she wanted and she returned so many back to me. So it's better. So for those people who actually went with SOP and they didn't include the SOP and they went to, I'm like, your SOP is everything. I've always talked about SOP. SOP is very important. SOP, you can meet with this visa officer and you're just spending 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. There is no way in these few minutes they are going to know everything about you, about your life, the wonders you want to perform, and everything. But in the absence of you, your SOP will speak on your behalf. And that is why your SOP need to be well detailed and very rich. So always arrange your documents, go with the sets and complete documents and submit. So 3 mistakes you should never make when you're going for your visa interview. Never lie to your visa officer. Dress properly, dress appropriately. Most importantly, dress formally. And the third one, go with the right documents and arrange them properly. So this is where I'll be drawing the curtain, and thank you very much. And if you find this video very helpful, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop videos, you will be the first to know. So thank you so much guys for joining me. Until my next video, peace.